Hello everyone. Today we are going to see Python operators. Contents: operator and operand, arithmetic operators, assignment operators, comparison operators, unary operators, special operators, logical and bitwise operators. So first we are going to see what is a operator and operand. So Python operator is a symbol just like a addition, subtraction, multiplication symbols, and that represent an operation. For example, if you want to make a addition, so there we are going to use a symbol called addition symbol. If you want to go for multiplication, there we are going to use the multiplication symbol. An operation is an action or a procedure which produces a new value from one or more input values are called a operand values. For example, 3 plus 8 is a expression. There 3 and 8 are the operands and plus is the operator. Means what here? The expression is a combination of a variables, constants and operators, that we can call it as a expression. Arithmetic operators. Arithmetic operators are used to perform the mathematical operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, so and so. Here is a table. The table is going to show different types of the operators along with the example. Here plus is the operator. Add two operands are a unary plus. Here is one example. X and y are the two variables and 2 is a constant value, and adding to the operand values by using a operator plus. Subtraction and subtract any value from other value, means here x minus y minus 2 is the example. So y and 2 are subtracting from the x value. Multiplication of the two operand values. For multiplication we are using the star symbol. X and y, x is going to be multiplying with the y value. So division, so divide left operand value by the right one, means here x by y is going to divide the x value. So here for example, if I am going to take the division operator on the two operand values, it is going to give in a floating representation value. Always the results values in a floating representation values. Modulus remainder of the division of the left operand value by the right value, means x modulo y is the example. So y is going to be moduling the x value, so there we are going to get the remainder value of the x value, means 3 modulo 2. What is the remainder? 1 is the remainder. Floor division, and floor division that divides the results into the whole number adjusted to the left in the number line, means x floor division y is going to give the whole number instead of giving a floating point representation value. In division we are going to get the floating point representation value as a result. In the floor division we are going to get the value in a whole number format. It is going to be adjusting to the left side value. Exponent. The exponent can be represented by using a double star. Left operand raised to the power of the right, means here example x exponent y, x to the power of y. So that is the arithmetic operators. So we are going to see one example. First I am going to take two values. X is a one variable value, there I am going to take 10, and y is a another variable value, there I am going to take 20. First operator printf, print addition x plus y, print x minus y, print multiplication x and x star y, print division x divided by y, print modulus x modulo y, print floor division x double divided by y, print exponent x double star y. So all the operators are going to be written in the program. So we already know the answers. For making of addition we are going to get the 30. For making of a subtraction we are going to get a minus 10. For multiplication we are going to get the 200. For division we are going to get as a 0.5. For modulo we are going to get as a 0. For floor division we are going to get as a 0. For exponent 10 power 20, so we need to check the value. So 30, addition is 30, subtraction is minus 10, multiplication is 200, division is 0.5, modulus is 10, floor division is 0, and exponent value is this. And we need to observe one thing here, modulus. When we are modeling any two numbers, let us take example here, x and y. X is lesser value to the y value, and when we are making a modulus, the lesser value is the resultant value. For example, x equivalent 1, y equivalent 3, x modulo y, and the value is 1. So this is another example I already placed in PPT. So here I'm going to take the x equivalent 15, y equivalent 4. So I'm doing all the operations. Let it check later. Assignment operator. Assignment operators are used in Python to assign values to the variables. To assign a value to a variable, we are going to use the assignment operator. The assignment operator can be symbolized by using a equal symbol. Example, a equivalent 5 is a simple assignment operator. So what it is going to do here, a 5 value is going to be assigned to the variable a. Means in simple words, a is going to be assigned with a value called 5. Or we can write in another format. For example, so there are various compound operators in Python like a plus equivalent 5. Means what? A equivalent a plus 5. A is going to be added to the constant value. In short form we are going to write like a plus equivalent 5. The actual meaning of that entire expression is a equivalent a plus 5. The value of a is going to be changed by increasing the 5. So here is the few examples. So this is an assignment operator, which any operator is included with assignment operator, it is going to be increasing the particular value. For example, x equivalent 5, we are not increasing any value of x plus equivalent, x plus equivalent 5, the x value is going to be increasing to the 5. So for this we'll take one example. For example, initially the x is value defined as a 5. So what is happening here, x value is going to be changed by increasing of the same x value to the 5. So now what is the x value here, that is 5 plus 5, that is x value is 10 now. That is the incrementation. And all these are the short forms and the equivalent expressions of a short forms. So comparison operators. So we can go for the comparison. Comparison is going to give the two resultant values, either true or false according to the condition. And the comparison operators are different types. One is a greater, less than, equivalent, not equivalent, greater than or equivalent, less than or equivalent. First we are going to see the greater than. So greater than, if when we are going to get a true, if the condition is true. For example, x greater than y is the example. So here I am going to take the x equivalent 10 and y equivalent 5. 10 greater than 5, the condition is true. So what the resultant value you are going to get here, true. For example, x equivalent 5 and y equivalent 10. 5 greater than 10, the condition is not true. There you are going to get the value as a false. So whenever you are using the comparison operators, and the comparison operators are used to compare the values, so there it is going to be returning only either true or false according to the condition. Less than, and less than true if left operand is less than to the right. This is the left operand and this is the right operand. X is less than to the y, then the conditional value is true. Equivalent, true if the both operand values are equivalent. For example, x is equivalent to y. Assignment operator we are going to use a single equivalent. For comparison operator, if the two values are equal or not, for that we are going to use the double equivalent. Both are different. And let us take an example, x equivalent 5 and y equivalent 5. 5 is equivalent 5. That comparison is true. The equivalent, both values are equivalent, so it is going to be returning true. If x equivalent 5 and y equivalent 2, so when I am making x is equivalent to y, the comparison is not equivalent, so there it is going to be getting the resultant value as a false. So not equivalent. If x is not equivalent y, and then it is going to be returning true. If x is equivalent to y, then it is going to be returning false. So greater than or equivalent. Here greater than or equivalent, any one of the condition is true, either greater or equivalent, then it is going to be returning the resultant value as a true. If it is not equivalent or less than, then it is going to be returning false. You can observe the examples here. X greater than or equivalent y, and x less than or equivalent y. So let me write a simple program for comparison operators. X assigning 10, y is assigning 20, print equal to. So for that we are writing condition by using a comparison operators. Print less than 2, x less than y, print greater than 2, x greater than y, print greater than or equivalent or not equal, x not equivalent y, print greater than or equal, x greater than or equivalent y, print less than or equal. So let you execute this program. So what are the resultant values we are going to get there? So that we need to observe. So first we will check the outputs. Print equal to 10 is equivalent 20. No, we are going to get as a false here. Less than 10 less than 20, it is true. 10 greater than 20, it is false. X is not equivalent, 10 is not equivalent 20, it is true. And 10 greater than or equivalent 20, false. 10 less than or equivalent 20, it is true. So let us check. So what are the resultant values? Right, first one is false, true, false, true, false, true. This is the resultant values when we are using the comparison operators, and it is going to compare the two values depending on the conditional checking. The resultant value can be displayed either true or false. So here is the program, then you can check it later. So I am going to take the x equivalent and y equivalent 12. So all the comparison operators I checked here. Depending on the comparisons, the resultant values are going to be displayed either true or false. Unary operator, and it's very simple. Unary operators act on a single operands. Till now we have seen the operators are going to be performing the operation on the two operands. So here we are going to be performing the operation on a single operand, and the Python supports unary minus operator. So that I will tell you. B equivalent in here, A equivalent minus B means what is the operator here? Minus. How many operands are there? Only one operand. So what is the A value here? Minus 10 is the A value. So that is a unary minus. An operand is preceded by minus sign. The unary operator negates its value. For example, B equivalent minus 10 and A equivalent, A operator is minus and a B operand. B is holding the minus 10 and I am assigning the operator called minus. So the value is going to be converted into the 10. So this is about the unary operator and special operators. Python language offers some special type of operators like identity operator and the membership operators. Identity operators are nothing but is and is not. They are used to check two values or two variables are located on the same part of memory. Two variables that are equal does not imply that they are identical. Identical means same. So if the operands are identical, then it is going to be returning as a true. Is not true if the operands are not identical. So let us take an example here. X1 equivalent 5, Y1 equivalent 5, X2 equivalent hello, Y2 equivalent hello. Print X1 is not Y1. Both are not. X1 is not Y1. Both are not identical. So it is going to be written false. Print X2 is Y2. Both are identical. These values both are identical. So it is returning true. So two things you need to remember: is not. If the two operands are identical, it is going to be written true. Is not true if the operands are not identical, it is going to be written true. Membership operators, in and not in. In and not in are the membership operators in Python. They are used to test whether a value or a variable is found in a sequence. Sequence means here either list, tuple, set or dictionary. Anything which is sequentially arranging the elements, that we can call it as a sequence. So let us check by using a simple example. So the operators, we need to check membership operators in and not in. So I am going to take a simple string. Hello world is the string that I am going to store in X variable, and I am going to check the condition true. Print H in X. H means the capital H is separate and different, and small h is different. Capital H is capital H in X. So the character H is available in the given string. So there I am going to get as output called true. And next, and hello not in X. Hello is not there, right? Not in X. So we are going to get as a true. So let me write a simple program for X equivalent single quotes hello world. So print capital H in X, print small h in X, print word not in X, print word in X. So we'll check the answers. Capital H in X, it is going to print true because the capital H is there. Small h in X, small h is not there in the given string, so there it is going to print as a false. And small world, so the word capital word here, so not an X, it is going to print as a true. And a capital word, that is capital word is available in the given string, but we are telling as a not in X, so there it is going to print as a false. Let us check the with answers. So first one is true, second one is false, third one is true, fourth one is false, right?